Go ahead and skip ahead a couple minutes because my other device just crashed. We'll get started in just a minute. Gotta wait for it to reboot. Sometime today. Good morning, come in. I'm just fixing my other device that wants to crash. I don't know why. There we go, resume. Let's see if it'll let me. Good morning. Okay, stay on. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with my iPad, but it's on for now. Good morning, come in. We'll get started in just a second. Sorry, y'all. My device crashed, so I had to wait for it to come back on so I could get back on. Good morning. This is why we use two platforms. If one's not working, the other one should. So how was everybody's week and weekend? Was it good? Thank you, Elizabeth. I had a great week and a really great weekend. We had some fun gigs this weekend, so it was busy. Okay, busy can be good. So welcome in. If you're new here, this is our weekly Tarotscope. This is where we come to get insight into the week ahead. This is where I use tarot and oracle and whatever else to look behind the veil to find out what is coming up for us in the week ahead. And I'm talking to TikTok and YouTube, just in case you wonder why I'm looking back and forth. But this is where we look behind the veil to find out what's coming up so we can handle it or understand it better or use it to our advantage, okay? So what we're going to do first is we are going to balance out our heart chakra. This bowl is attuned to the frequency of the heart chakra. All you have to do is just relax and breathe, okay? So I want you to sit up, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and just breathe nice, deep cleansing breaths as the bowl is singing, okay? If you're driving, obviously, don't do anything stupid, right? Just drive. All right, here we go. Just breathe. Now let's everybody collectively take one super deep breath in. Pick up all the heaviness, expand your rib cage, everything, and then blow it out quickly. There we go. I don't know if y'all can hear it over the speaker. Obviously I can hear it here, but like because I do the circles around it, it comes around in waves, the sound does, and it sounds really cool. Okay, so first we're gonna get our fairy blessing and find out what our blessing is for the week, and then y'all are going to pick the tarot deck that I use. Good morning, good morning. So let's see, what is our fairy blessing for this week? We're going into a new month, you guys, already. This is crazy. What day is July 1st? Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it Tuesday? That's July 1st. Yes, rabbit, don't forget. What is our fairy blessing? Ooh, a blessing of honesty. Okay, it is tomorrow. Okay, I thought so. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is. They all just run together. So I'm like, whatever. You know, time is not real. Okay, so we got the blessing of honesty. Well, honesty is always a great thing, right? Sometimes it kind of stings, but sometimes it releases us, or it brings us into a place of power. Okay, this is number 5. So what is 5? We all know, we talk about this all the time, right? 5 is about a pivot or a change. We're talking about movement here, okay? So some sort of honesty this week brings you some sort of pivot or change or movement. You get it? So this is going to be you being honest with yourself, you being honest with another person, or another person being honest with you. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad thing, right? Sometimes when we think about honesty, we think about like the boom lowering, you know, like, oh God, the shoe's going to drop. It's going to be something negative. And that's where our mind goes, right? What if it's something really good? What if somebody's honest with you about something that's amazing? What if you're honest with yourself about something that's really good, and it allows you to pivot? Okay? So with this blessing of honesty, there you can expect some sort of movement happening here. And sometimes the honesty is you getting real with maybe how you're talking to yourself, how you're self-sabotaging. You know, like we always talk about how we just automatically assume something negative is going to happen. Well, what if something amazing happens? You know, the universe responds to your thoughts and your decisions. If you've already decided that something's going to be negative, boom, it's going to be negative. Oh, sorry, I saw a bunny, but I thought it was a cat. Squirrel. If you assume something isn't going to happen for you, it's most likely not going to happen for you, right? The universe responds off of your decisions. Don't make decisions based on like a future that you can't even see. Base the decisions on, does this feel aligned with me? Is this what I am being called to do or pulled to do? And then just know that if it is the decision that is aligned with you, the universe will align everything else. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? That's like when I got this house. I've told y'all a story. Another house I was looking at was less expensive than this house, but I don't know. There was something about this area in this house. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll take it. And the universe has aligned everything ever since. I don't worry about it. Because if you worry about it, that means you're setting yourself in lack, right? So you make the decision that's aligned and you trust in the universe. Okay? Maybe that's the honesty you need, right? Let's do what we did a couple weeks ago with the divination book, okay? We're going to use the divination book to draw one reading, and that's going to also be another message for the overall energy of the week, okay? Because we are going into a new month. We have all kinds of things happening, right? Planetary wise and everything. We have the 7/7 portal coming up, not this week, but next, right? So we want to prepare for this energy boost, this energy ramping up. So let's get into the divination book and find out what is going to be the overall energy for this week. And then we'll get into the tarot decks, okay? So all I want you to do is focus on the book. Deep breaths. And ask the book, what is our overall message for this week? What is our overall message for this week? And we're going to intuitively turn to a page. Okay, we got the Hierophant. If you've never seen this book, don't worry. It's all linked in my bio. I wrote this book for y'all. This is a tarot divination book. I have all of the cards direct and reversed in this book for you. And it gives you a daily reading. So every day you intuitively turn to a page and that's your reading for the day. That's your message. The more you use the book, the more it's going to connect to you and you're going to see it really resonate. Okay. So this week we have the Hierophant, which was interesting because we had the Hierophant on Saturday, right? So it says this week you may have someone approach you for advice or insight into a spiritual matter, or you may seek advice or knowledge yourself. Isn't that interesting to go with the blessing of honesty, right? The energy also supports checking in with your core values and where they come from. Are they yours, or were they programmed by religious beliefs or leaders in childhood? Do they still align with you? How do these core values support and shape your life? Maybe you are seeking more education. What are you seeking to know more about? If you want to enhance your knowledge, today is a great day to commit to this journey. Now, listen, we talked about this when I was doing the live readings the other day. I was doing one, I believe it was Jessica. I don't know if she's here this morning, but she's in my Quantum Master Academy. She enrolled for the one for 2026, but she's already starting the tarot journey. And she pulled up the devil as how she's going to achieve this. Now, the devil, for a lot of people, is negative, right? Because they don't understand the full concept of the devil. Sometimes we have to really commit and obsess and envelop ourselves into something if we want to be able to master it one day, right? So that's what the Hierophant wants you to do as well. The Hierophant wants you to commit fully to what it is that you're trying to achieve, to what it is that you feel aligned to, okay? So just know that. Let's see. The keys to higher knowledge are always available. You just have to ask. And if you're wondering if you should commit to a new job, relationship, or educational journey, the energy supports you. Okay? This is a perfect time to commit. There she is. This is a perfect time to commit to this journey before we get into Mercury retrograde, which I think is on the 18th, if I'm thinking correctly. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But when Mercury goes retrograde in a couple of weeks or so, a little more than that, that's a time just for us to revise and revisit and kind of regroup, right? So this week, with us going into the new month, July is a 7 month, right? 7 is a great month for you to tap into your spirituality because 7 is a spiritual number. It is like the beginning steps of opening everything up. So if you're wanting to level up in your spiritual awakening journey or your connection to the universe, then you can make a commitment this week in whatever way works for you to really do that. So if you just want to commit to your self-improvement, to your connection to the divine, then do that. If you want to connect to other people, you can check out my tribe. If you want to start learning spiritual practices, then you can get into the Quantum Master Academy. Now, I do have people that prefer the one-on-one lessons from me. Now, it's a whole different experience, just letting you know. But if you prefer the one-on-one, like if you're like VIP style type of person, then you can DM me and I can send you that information. It's not available on my website because I only allow maybe 4 or 5 people at a time individually. Like we don't have classes together. We have one-on-one sessions. But I know there are some people that are like, I learn better one-on-one, or I like the VIP treatment, all of that. So you'll have to message me to get that information. But all in all, get into the Quantum Master Academy because in January we start and you're going to have like 8 certifications, not like, you're going to have 8 accredited certifications. So, all right, there we have the Hierophant. Now I want y'all to pick the deck that I use. Let's see. I'm going to leave that open so I remember. Okay. You love the one-on-one with me? Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Okay, so first we have deck 1, the Red Fairy Tarot, or deck 2, Light Seers Tarot. Please vote just one time in the comments, and then we're going to calculate all the votes and see which one wins, and that's the deck we're going to use. Like I said, please vote only one time, but whatever deck you feel drawn to, that's going to be our deck. Okay, so I'm looking at TikTok and YouTube both. So deck number 1, deck number 2. It's hard to tell. It looks like ones are getting it on TikTok. So far, YouTube is split with a whole 2 votes. Oh, there we go. Deck 1, deck 2. It's always like these 2 are really hard to decide between because these 2 are really great decks. So deck 1 or deck 2. I think ones are getting it because they've got it on YouTube and it looks like the majority on TikTok. So we'll go with deck 1. It has been a while for the Red Fairy, so yeah. All right, let's use it and find out what we need to know. What do we need to know for this week? I'm going to pull one card for each day. We're going to see what energy is coming up for us. And then afterwards, I'm going to pull Oracle as well. And you'll see how the decks talk to each other. I'll put this one up here. All right. What do we need to know this week? Okay, for today. Ooh. You guys, we got the Wheel of Fortune today. Something really good's going to happen. Speaking of movement, I'm going to put this deck down so I can pick these up. So we have the Blessing of Honesty and we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up. These both represent movement, okay? So the honesty could be a new truth comes to light for you, or somebody tells you a truth. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune, there is some sort of movement happening for you today. This is like moving you along in your journey. This is a major arcana. So this is a chapter in your book. What a heck of a way to start the week, right? With the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you decide today is going to be evolutionary for you. Whatever you commit to, because we also have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is number 5. Let's not forget that. Lots of change and movement. I mean, I know we are rolling into a new month, right? Rolling into July 1st tomorrow. So let's use this energy to bless our movement, to bless the next month. Don't forget to say rabbit, rabbit. But today would be a great day for you to make that commitment to the long-term journey, okay? Because this is not short-term. This is long-term, okay? So if you're traveling today, you can expect great, smooth sailing, right? But yeah, long-term goals planted today would be great for you, okay? All right, let's look at tomorrow. All right, tomorrow we got the Knight of Swords. So July 1st, starting off the month with forward movement, okay? The Knight of Swords is like the knight in shining armor. It is swift movement forward. It is great conversation. It is fresh ideas, and you're like, I'm going this way. So these two coupled together, the Wheel of Fortune and then boom, fast movement, really great, okay? So pay attention tomorrow to your conversations, pay attention to your thoughts and your ideas, write them down if you want to. It's gonna be like a really energetic day, which is cool because this morning I woke up and I felt great. And I was like, man, I feel really good today. And well, the Wheel of Fortune's up for today. So I like that. Okay, let's look at Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday we have the 4 of Cups. So Wednesday might be just kind of like a ho-hum day, you know, kind of lackluster because we've had all this movement the first 2 days. But the 4 of Cups is saying, hey, don't forget to meditate, okay? You might have a tendency to like look at the things that aren't really that fulfilling in your life, and we kind of get sucked into that. The universe is like, always be looking up, okay? Because there's always something more being drawn your way, okay? So get out into nature, open yourself up, meditate, and just pay attention to everything, okay? I don't feel like it's going to be like a negative day because the 4 of Cups, it can represent like frustration and boredom, or maybe you're missing somebody, but it can also represent emotional stability, okay? But when we sometimes think of stability, we think of like security. And when we think of security, we think of everything staying the same. We have double 5s happening, plus the Wheel of Fortune showing up, all of this saying movement is happening. We can't get stuck in old patterns, old emotions. So we need to make sure we open ourselves up, okay? All right, let's look at Thursday. Oh, Thursday we have Justice, another major arcana. So Justice comes right after the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you're dealing with on Thursday, that's a great time if you need to like sign a contract, or if you're having to do any legal business. It signifies that everything is going to be just and fair. Now, if you're looking to rake somebody through the coals and you're like, I just want to make them suffer, then it's not going to work out that great for you. Okay. But Justice is a great day to meet somebody new because this is ruled by Libra. Libra rules the house of our relationships. So it's great conversations with partners or maybe new partners. But again, any legal dealings or anything like that, contracts, all of that, it's a good day to sign those on Thursday, okay? So we have 3 major arcana showing up already. Let's look at Friday. Okay, Friday we have the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups, again, a number 5, represents transition, okay? It can represent loss through this transition. Well, what happens whenever we have to make a pivot? There are things that we have to leave in the past, okay? So be aware that just on Friday, there might be something. This is a minor arcana. This is something you can get over, okay? You can move through. It's telling you don't continually pay attention or just focus on the things that you're unhappy with, right? Because we have these cards aligning. So we had the 2 major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, going one after the other. Then we have the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups showing up, okay? So this is movement. This is like everything's lining up, okay? So whatever happens on Friday, there might be some sort of disappointment. Maybe plans fall through, or maybe there's an issue with somebody that you care about and you're like, God, like I don't really like that. Or maybe there is something that you need to move away from. But it's telling you, if you would just pivot your thoughts and pivot your perception, you'll see that there's still so much more to your entire journey that you have yet to experience. Okay, so many good things happening in your life. So focus on that, right? Just because the 5 of Cups shows up doesn't mean you have to stay there. Doesn't mean you have to stay in that sadness, in that grief, or in that transition. You can move through it. It has to be your decision though. Okay, let's look at Saturday. Oh, another major arcana. Saturday we have the Lovers. Okay, so now we have the Hierophant, number 5, and we have number 6, the Lovers. I don't know what to tell you all, but I feel a lot of alignment happening this week, okay? So on Saturday, this is a great time to have like date night. This is a great time to get together with people that you feel are like soul people. And this is a great time to make decisions, like big decisions on what you want to do, because the Lovers, if you don't know, because I know a lot of people see this on social media and it's like, oh, twin flames and just love. It's not just about lovers. This is about making a decision that is right for you. This is about you breaking away from what you feel like what others expect you to do. This is you breaking away and doing what you feel is aligned to you, because you are connected to the divine, okay? This is part of the growth process. This is part of the Fool's journey. So a great day to break away, to make a decision, to go in a certain way, because 6 is also connected to our family. And a lot of times our families put expectations on us, and they don't always mean it maliciously, right? Sometimes they're like, oh, well, this is good. What's best for you? And you're like, I don't think so. So this is your opportunity to break away, to go out on your own and to do your thing, right? So yeah. Oh, it is the holiday weekend. Yeah, so July 4th is Friday, right? So be careful. Be careful with your fireworks. Do not drink too much if you drink, okay? Because this can have you getting, like drowning your sorrows. And we don't want to do that, okay? So July 5th, here we go, another 5-day, a pivot day, right? Great day for connection. This will be a great day for you to like go out and meet somebody if you want to. Yeah, the rain could screw up everything. So there might be some sort of disappointment that happens on Friday. Just be aware, okay? Go with the flow. Don't drink too much. Don't party too much. Just stay cool, okay? Oh, great. Thanks, Eric. Okay, oh, another major arcana on Sunday. Okay, so Sunday we have Judgment in reverse. Now, we have to be cautious when we have Judgment in reverse, because this can mean one of two things. This can mean that you finally have made a decision, because here we have all of this energy about movement and pivot this week, okay? We have the Hierophant showing up saying, are you really committed to this, or are you just playing around, Okay? Because if you're really committed, then you're going to experience some amazing things. But if you're just messing around, then it's going to suck. Okay? Judgment is saying, if you've made that judgment call, if you've heard the call of your soul, your higher being, God source energy, and you've decided to commit to that journey, then you've got nothing to worry about. Okay? However, this could be also an issue that you need to deal with on Sunday that has like come back around. It's like being in a situation. I mean, we do describe this as insanity. It's like being in a situation and expecting it to be different, but it's always the same. Okay? When judgment's in reverse, it's like you're not getting it. When are you going to get it? Okay? So just be aware. It could go either way depending on your own personal situation. If you need to know what's going on with your own personal situation, then you can get a personal reading. Okay? But otherwise, it's telling you like, are you getting it? When are you going to get it? When are you going to stop doubting yourself? When are you going to stop putting yourself in situations that you know are not meant for you? When are you going to stop thinking that you're the exception to the rule, that the universe is not going to bless you, which is ridiculous because it will, but you just have to allow it, okay? It's making sense. My nephew passed away overnight on Friday. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry to hear that. Man. And we had the Three of Swords on Friday. I remember that. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. You got Judgment upright on Sunday. Okay, well, good for you. That means that there's going to be some sort of message, some sort of calling, or some sort of decision that you're going to have to make, Dawn. So yeah, good. And it's going to be a big one. Let's look at the bottom of the deck just because. Oh, no wonder. Another major arcana, the Star. So, you guys, I'm just gonna, go ahead and say, I do feel like this is going to be a very pivotal week for us. Okay? If you stay in alignment with your true self. Okay? Don't get sucked back into all the BS, right? Pay attention. The Star is destiny. There is something, this is connected to destiny as well. This is like, it only happens though if you get into alignment with it, if you fully trust into the universe, if you really just know that you're always going to be divinely guided and protected, okay? It's kind of scary, but once you see it actually happen, you really know, oh, this is legit. Okay, so the Star is, again, it's destiny. It is things aligning for you. It is you being in perfect balance with your spiritual self and your human self and God source energy. We're making that Trinity, right? So with the Star, this is wishes fulfilled, but this is hiding underneath for a reason, because this is saying, hey, this is what's brewing underneath all of this, but you've got to deal with all this stuff up here. Okay. And we have that blessing of honesty. Honesty is like, are you truly in this? What is the situation that you're dealing with this week? Are you fully committed? Because a Hierophant wants to know, are you fully committed? Because if you are fully committed, I'll teach you everything you want to know. Right? Same thing with the Quantum Master Academy. I always tell people, if you fully commit, I will teach it all to you. I will teach you how to do and know exactly all the stuff that I do, right? But you have to fully commit because it is a journey. It is not some 6-week thing where you're just going to be, oh, I'm a tarot reader now, and I'm a numerologist, and I'm a Reiki master, and I'm all these things in 6 weeks. I'm sorry, that's a lie, right? But if you fully commit to the journey, you will come out knowing everything, okay? So depending on where you are in life and what your interests are, you have to commit to it, because nobody else is going to commit to you like you. Okay? You're a Leo. I'm also a Leo sun. But that's how I got to where I can do this job as my full-time job. I have people coming to me all the time wanting to pick my brain and figure out how to get their business going, and I'm happy to do that. But you also have to learn the practice, or the practices, right? It's a whole pie. We've talked about this as well. Every section of the pie creates a well-balanced practitioner. And it's also how I got to be a professional singer, because I had stage fright like crazy, but I committed 100% to the journey, and now I'm a professional singer. It's my passion project. So yeah, you can do anything. You just have to commit to yourself. Yeah, you have to work on it daily, 100%. I mean, again, you have to be borderline obsessed with it. It has to be your world, because you are learning, when you're learning tarot and other spiritual practices, you are learning, especially tarot, is a whole nother language. It's a whole nother way of being. Being on your spiritual awakening journey is a whole other way of being. You're not going to be the same person you were before. You're not supposed to, okay? Because the person you were before is the one who doubts, is the one who is in lack, is the one who is not open, right? If you're wanting to be on your spiritual journey and be this awakened, aligned soul, then you have to be that person who remembers who you are, who remembers your connection with the divine, who remembers how to, get into contact with all this information. That's all you're doing, is just remembering, okay? So, yeah. No, I haven't put anything on YouTube. You know, I don't ever record myself. I don't know. I just don't. We do have one recording on our website, I think. It's our, like, a little promo video. It's several years old. This is like, it was right before everything got shut down, and I was sick as a dog. I didn't know I had the vid. We didn't know that was a thing yet. I was sick as a dog, and we had to shoot our promo video. And it was back when I had like long blonde hair and everything. But yeah, it's radioeditbanddallas.com. Y'all can go see it. But yeah, I was so sick. And he's like, we're going to have to put this out. And I was like, oh God. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know this week? And the star can also represent, like, remember, you are the star. You are the star of your journey and your life. And you are the one who decides. Nobody else, okay? This is your movie. This is your adventure. This is your experience. Nobody else. You get to decide, okay? Obviously, we want to be respectful and connected to others. This is not some ego trip, right? We're not narcissists here. But we also need to understand that we have to make decisions for ourselves. Okay. Oh, look, we got the garden and the gate, but it's in reverse. Let's see why. It's number 30. Okay, if this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more, I love this card, to a more spiritual pursuit. There we go. I'm telling you. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. It's almost like I said, we're going into a 7-month, which is the spiritual energy. We have the Hierophant, which is your spiritual teacher and the one you commit to. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is spiritual alignment. We have Justice, which is making a decision and connecting with others. We have the Lovers, which is you deciding to go your own way and listening to the universe. I mean, it's almost like we said that. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. That is a lie. That is a lie. Okay? Because when you are in alignment, abundance finds you. Okay? When my spiritual business started blowing up, I've made more money than I've ever made in my entire life. And it's not because I'm chasing money. It's because I'm in spiritual alignment. I obsessed over it. I put myself out there to help others, and the universe rewards me. Okay? You are allowed to be abundant because we use money in this lifetime. Money buys food, water, security, electricity, all of the things, right? So it's okay to be wealthy. But you can now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. So there you go. Okay? You are allowed. Give yourself permission to be abundant and to be spiritual. Okay? It is okay. It is a tool, absolutely. And if you think negatively about people that are wealthy, then you're putting yourself in lack, because you're saying, I don't want to be like them. And you don't have to be like them. You can have money like them, but you don't have to be a bad person. You could be a wonderful person and have money. You could do a lot of good things with money. Like my son was out of town. He was in Nashville, and there was a lot of homeless people, and he was giving money out to homeless people. Does he have a lot of money to be giving out? No, but he did. So you can do good things with money. What I do is I love to be generous, and then I also use this money to support me teaching you. It helps me to buy my platforms. It helps me to pay for everything, and I put all that on there for you. Helps me feed my children, all that. So you're allowed to have money. It's okay. I know we see all the spiritual people out there going, I don't charge anybody. I do everything for free, and they brag about it. I'm like, I wouldn't brag about wanting to live in lack, but okay, you do you. All right, let's see what else we need to know this week. We have movement in reverse. If I can read upside down. Okay, let's see what this says, because it's number 28. I don't know if we have ever gotten this card. I love when we get new ones. Okay. Do you feel as if you're walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for treasure. Another message is this: lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn the first time. Consider this another invitation to mastery. Hello. We've been talking about movement and pivots and committing to mastery with the Hierophant right here. You guys, I told you, the cards speak to each other. They know. Okay? Yes, giving back is amazing. I love being generous. It just makes me feel happy, because I know what it feels like to have nothing, right? I know what it feels like to be just like down and out. And so I'm like, if I can give it, I will give it. I don't care what it is. I'm not one of those like gatekeeping people. Like if I'm wearing something and y'all like it, I'll tell you exactly where I got it if I remember. I'm one of those girls like, oh, I got it from Amazon or something like that. I get excited about things. All right, so let's see. So, okay, let's talk about number 28 right quick, because that keeps coming back to my mind. So 28, okay? What is 2? 2 is feminine energy. 2 is receptive energy, okay? 1 is putting the energy out. 2 is it's coming back, right? It's also about balance and decision making. 8 is a very karmic number, but it's also connected to your financial abundance. Why would a karmic energy and financial abundance be connected under the same number? Maybe it's because what you put out, you get back. Maybe if you're in alignment with that truth, then abundance finds you. Okay? You don't always have to go find abundance. You already have it. You just need to open up to it. Does it make sense? If not, feel free to ask questions. I do the same things. I like to share where I got my stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if anybody asks, I always tell, like, yeah, happy to. Like this weekend we did an early July 4th gig, and I got some little rhinestone red boots, and they have like the fringe on them. And people were like, oh my God, I love your boots. I'm like, girl, I got them on Amazon. So I don't care. I'll tell you right away. Especially if it's a dress that has pockets. Right, ladies? Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know? Let's see what card comes out of this deck. Oh, we got courtship. So listen, I'm going to tell you this in two different ways. Okay, I'll explain this card in two different ways. Okay, so we have the lovers that showed up on Saturday. Okay, and we have courtship. So again, this would be a great time for you to go on date night, maybe for you to meet somebody new, whatever this may be. Okay, and we have it as number 4. Number 4 is like somebody that pays attention to the little things, somebody that really you really feel safe with. Because think about 4 walls, right? You feel safe and secure in your home. You feel safe and secure when you're sitting on a chair that has 4 sturdy legs, right? So this is like paying attention to the little things, feeling safe in this connection. There's something here. Okay, so if you're single, it'd be a great week for you to go out and meet somebody. The best days would be today, tomorrow, Thursday, Saturday. Those are the best days to meet somebody, okay? Or to have date night, right? Also, courtship is you doing what it takes to support your dream, okay? Because what do we do when we think about, you know, 2 people coming together? There is a courtship. Well, what is courtship? Courtship is like, I'm going to do everything it takes for you to know that I'm interested in you, that I want to see this further, that I want to maybe have a relationship with you, that I want to make sure you know that I've got what it takes, okay? So think about you courting your dream life. So you're doing whatever it takes to show the universe and yourself that you're serious about this, that this is the life that you want, that this is the goal that you want to achieve. So you're courting that. You're doing whatever it takes. You're paying attention to all the little things, and you're just like, this is what's going to happen. Okay? So that's why I wanted to describe it in 2 different ways, because I know not everybody's looking for a relationship, but courting can also indicate that you are really supporting yourself in your journey. You could take yourself out on a date or go do something nice. Yeah, it can relate to the Justice card. Because Justice, rules Libra rules the Justice card, and Libra rules our relationships. So there could be a new commitment coming on Thursday if you're dating somebody and you feel like things are, moving forward. You never know. Everybody's different, so this is a collective reading. But yeah, let's see what else. What else do we need to know this week? We have heart's desire. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. True intentions. Stay authentic and aligned, trusting your inner wisdom to guide you toward genuine fulfillment. You can't make this up. You guys, we've been talking about this the entire time. And I know maybe it sounds arrogant, and I don't mean it to. It's funny because I get to do this every day, and the cards talk to each other every time. The cards know. You can't make this. I mean, look how big this deck is, how many cards are in this deck, and it pulls out exactly what we're talking about. Okay? And the more you do divination for yourself, the more you're going to see that there's a real connection there. All right, what else? What else do we need to know this week? This one you're only supposed to read upright, so that's why I turned it. Ooh, we have purification, number 41. There's another 5. Okay? Purification, what does that mean? It means everything is just washing away, and you're coming into your authenticity. You're coming into your alignment. You're stepping out, like washing away who you once were or who you once were expected to be, and you're stepping into your true spiritual self. Kind of like a baptism, right? You know, you're washing away the old self and you're coming back aligned. So a lot of indications of big movement this week. Big shifts, big change, big movement. I like it. Let's do this one. I love it too. It's exciting. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Look at that. We have patience. Okay. Now we know that this is not my favorite word, right? Because I'm all fire, not a very patient person. However, I have learned that in order to get what I want or to experience what I'd like to experience, the more I'm patient, the quicker it comes. Okay, so we see this moon, we're waiting on it to come right into the center, right? For the full moon to appear. What is the full moon? Full moon is completion, something being illuminated, right? So it's telling you, we have this like little child right here holding a red balloon. It's like, you hang on because it's coming. The more patient you are, the quicker it'll show up. And it's like, have fun. The more fun and the more light you make things, the quicker time goes. Okay, because you know the saying, when time flies when you're having fun. That's because you're at a high vibration and time is just zipping by. So if you wait and you're patient and you know that the universe is going to deliver whatever you're focused on, then you don't have anything to worry about. It'll happen quickly. Yeah, Jennifer, you're gonna love it. I mean, today we got the Wheel of Fortune, so that's nice. So that card was number 36. So 3 is creation, right? I was talking about the Holy Trinity earlier, right? It is creation, expression, okay? The masculine and feminine coming together to express something. It is conversation. Then we have 6. 6 is harmony. It's connected to the family. It's a very nurturing type of energy. Then they add to 9. 9 is completion. So there you go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. It's almost like 5 is a theme for this week. 5 major arcana, 6 major arcana, my bad. I did 5 with the tarot cards plus the divination book makes 6. So there we go. 5 and 6. Where's our spirit animal blessing? Ooh, we got the raven, shaman. I'll read it to you. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as a keeper of the mysteries. So this is like a reminder for you that you are a magical being. Just because you see me here reading tarot, giving advice, reading oracle, doing all the things, doesn't mean that I'm more spiritual than you. You know, like, you still have these abilities that you can tap into just like I do. Okay? Yeah, there are some that might be more spiritually evolved than you, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're behind. It doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. It just means, hey, it's time to wake up. Time for you to move into your spiritual alignment. Okay? So, yeah, I like that. You are magical. And it's like everything in spirituality, all the practices are just trying to get you to remember that. Just trying to get you to remember who you are, like where you actually come from, what you're actually capable of. That's all it is. It's like, just, hello, wake up and remember. Snap out of it. You just got full body chills. There you go. That's a truth. because I can buy myself flowers. Exactly. Exactly. You know what? We haven't done this one in a while. The Oracle of Mystical Moments. Let's see what this one wants to say. What time is it? 10:50. Okay. It's funny because I always put a picture of all of these cards in the tribe, and it's like to arrange them all to where y'all can all see them. It's not easy because I pull so many. Oh, can we, moderators, can we get rid of that? Thank you. All right, let's see what else we need to know this week. To the moon and back, number 51. There's another 5. To the moon and back. I love that. I'm going to read this to you. So there's 5 and 6 showing up as well. Oh, I think it's the last one, is it? No, 52 is the last one. Okay. It says desires, wishes, longings. Look at this woman sitting on a swing shaped like the moon. She gazes longingly into the distance as if she would like to be somewhere else. Although her skirt is made out of feathers, she stays seated and does not fly away. This card speaks about strong desires. Sometimes we crave what we don't have. Instead of taking action, we remain passive and let our dreams fall unknown. Let the powerful magic of the moon reveal any unpredictable desires. So there you go. Okay? This is saying, are you going to sit here on your butt and just wish and hope, or are you going to actually take that step? Okay? Because that's the difference between failure and success. Failure sits on the sidelines, just sitting here desiring. Success gives it a shot. Okay? And yes, you're going to have many obstacles. You're going to have many fears and doubts about what it is that you're trying to achieve. But guess what? Every experience that you have is getting you closer to that fulfillment. Okay? My daughter and I both have matching bracelets. Their meaning is to them. Oh, I love that. Love it. You took it yesterday. Good, Jennifer. But do you understand what I'm saying? It's like you can sit there all day, every day, just wishing and hoping. But if nothing ever is done about it, that's a failure. Okay? But if you at least try and you step out, even if you met with obstacles, even if one avenue is not meant for you, that is getting you closer to your dream fulfillment. Do you know how many times that I've hit brick walls, obstacles, and I was like, God, this is so frustrating because I know I'm meant to do this. I know I'm meant to do that, and blah, blah, blah. But I kept going. And I finally found, boom, that avenue. And my business blew up, everything. Okay? So don't let little setbacks keep you from achieving your goals. Just know that those are little stepping stones to your fulfillment. Okay? You have to learn somehow. It's not all going to be just smooth sailing. I'm sorry. That's a lie that somebody, is trying to sell you. Let's see what else. Let's do this one. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Exactly, because one day it's all going to turn. Yeah, it does, right, Denise? You know that. One day something just aligns, and then boom, everything just shifts, and you're like, holy crap! And it feels almost overnight. But it wasn't, right? Because it took all of those steps and intentions along the way. That's why, like they always say, a musical sensation got success overnight or overnight success. It's never an overnight success. There's always a backstory, okay? Overnight success it's not a thing. There has to be steps taken. And usually there's a lot. All right, what else do we need to know this week? Nope, not yet. It didn't cut clearly. Oh, look at that. We got the crow and the dogwood. So now we got ravens and crows, but it is in reverse. So let's see. What does that say? It says intelligence, but it's in reverse. That's not good. Just kidding. Let's see. What number is that? It is number 16. There's that 6 again. 5 and 1. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. Okay, in reverse. You may feel like a fraud or imposter. Ooh, that's a big one, right? That's everybody's biggest problem to success, is you feel like a fraud or imposter, but you're not. You feel that soul calling for a reason, and it's because you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the tools needed. It's just you don't have the belief yet, right? Okay, let's finish this. The crow is here to remind you of your intelligence, the dogwood of your strength. Your accomplishments are your own, and you deserve the success you've achieved. You know what drives me crazy? And I again, if you are a Christian, by all means, go for it, right? I'm not a Christian. I am spiritual, okay? One of the things that drives me crazy about some Christians is they will never take responsibility for their success. They're like, no, I didn't do it. God did it. It wasn't me. God. I'm like, why not give yourself a little bit of credit? Because life is not easy. This journey is not easy. Having a relationship is not easy. Starting a business is not easy. Just making it through life is not easy. Why not give yourself credit for moving forward, for making the right decisions that are aligned to you, for healing from all the crap from the past? Why would you never give yourself credit for that? That's abuse. That's manipulation, right? So this is telling you that you are allowed to experience success. You are allowed to give yourself applause for your success. And success can mean you made it through another day. Success can mean that you strived and opened your own business, or you got a raise in your job, whatever it may be. Okay? Success is different. So give yourself a little bit of credit, okay? Hang on, I can't see this. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, we are able to succeed, exactly. Yeah. What did I miss on that one? Oh, hang on, I gotta verify myself. Oh, dang it. If you do it too perfectly, it doesn't accept it. Okay. I struggle big time with imposter syndrome. A lot of work to get through it. Yeah. Oh, me too. I did too. Because listen, as somebody who goes through a rough past, it's really hard, even though you know that you know these things, or you're good at whatever it is that you do, or whatever this may be, right? Everybody's different. You still have that connection to that past. Like, who am I? You know, people used to not think that I was worthy, and they abused me and blah, blah, blah. You know, who am I to think that I have all of this, right? So I get it. Imposter syndrome is a nasty little devil that we've got to get through, you know? But it, number one, means that you care. And number two, it just means that there's a little bit more work for you to do on yourself and your self-love and your self-belief. But it also helps to keep you humble. Humility is a good thing whenever you are looking to align with your authenticity, right? So yeah, it's kind of, it could be a double-edged sword there. Whoops. All right, let's see what our crystal is for the week. This is a deck that all the decks that I've used you can find on Amazon or Etsy. This one you cannot. This one you can only find through the link in my bio, because this is a custom deck made by Miss Denise. You see Drazak Den. She made this deck. It's Crystal Realm Oracles. And I've got it linked for you in my bio or on YouTube. It's linked down in the description, okay? So let's see what our crystal is for the week. And there's Douglas. Ooh, we got flower agate, self-discovery, growth, and harmony. Isn't that interesting? Because discovery is 5, growth is 5, and harmony is 6. We've been talking about 5 and 6. So it says flower agate blossoms within you, nurturing growth and encouraging you to bloom into your fullest potential. Let its gentle energy inspire you to embrace new beginnings with your grace and foster the dreams that reside in your heart. Look how pretty that is. That's Miss Denise right there. So if you don't have this crystal, you can still use the card with the same energy, okay? Because the card holds the name of the crystal, the meaning of the crystal, and there's even more in the book that you can read. So you'll have to get your own deck to read more. So there you go. I like that. Perfect for this week. It's a beautiful deck and connected instantly to my other decks. It connected instantly to my other decks too. So Denise did a fantastic job. Douglas always gives his input, yeah, no matter what. Let's get into the money deck. What is our money message? Let's see. What is our money message for this week? Oops. Okay, we have voice. I'm going to read this, all 3 options, okay? There's 3 ways to resonate. Number 1, get your message heard and get noticed. You have much to share with the world. So if you're wanting to start a podcast or just start vlogging or put yourself on social media or even just be heard in your own career, get heard. Because if you're not heard, then nobody's going to see you. Okay? Everybody's so focused on their own stuff. If you don't speak up, then nobody's going to see you. Number 2, consider careers in radio, public relations, or anything in communications. If you love communicating, if you love talking, all of that, get into it. Okay? Number 3, the only thing holding you back is your inability to speak your truth. Interesting how we have honesty showing up here. What is your truth? Okay? What is it that you actually want in life? Can you speak it? Can you speak it to yourself, and then can you speak it to others? Right? And I know a lot of y'all are probably afraid to speak it to others because you don't feel like you have people that are, you know, on your side or supportive. Well, get into my tribe. This is where we speak our truths and you have support, okay? Oh, you've been wanting to do a podcast? Get after it. Do it. Let's see. Luna's still here. I got the scratches to prove it. Okay, let's get into the Rebel deck. If you're sensitive or get your feelings hurt, this is the time for you to scroll away because this deck will call you out and sometimes hurt your feelings. All right, let's see. What is our message for this week? Ooh, winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. I'm telling you guys, this week, if you missed the beginning of this reading, don't worry. It's all going to be re-uploaded onto YouTube. You need to watch this reading. This is going to be a good week, okay? If you know which days are the most supportive, okay? And you know what to, this is why we do the Tarotscope, so you understand and you don't get like sucked down with the not so supportive type of energy days, okay? Gosh, I'm just saying, oh look, behind it, you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. I'm sorry, the world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. I love this deck so much. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. What does that mean? Don't talk negatively about yourself. Don't talk negatively about other people. Speak power. Okay? Speak your truth. What is your truth? Sometimes it's a little scary to say it. Say it in front of the mirror first, and then speak it to somebody that you know is a supportive energy. Okay? If you don't have that, get into my tribe where there's so many people in there willing to support you. There's a lot of resources in there for you, and people are making massive shifts. Okay? Also, like I said, if you're wanting to get into the Quantum Master Academy to get into classes for next year, it is enrolling now, and I'm only accepting so many people. So you can get in now and start your tarot journey now. If you are somebody who prefers the VIP bougie route and wants just one-on-one teachings with me, you're going to need to DM me, because I only accept maybe 4 or 5 people at a time. And right now I only have like maybe 2 spots available. Okay. But that's like, you want VIP treatment. So not everybody's that way. So anywho, if you need anything else, everything is linked in my bio. Everything is linked down in the description on YouTube. I hope you all have a wonderful week. It's going to be a powerful week. I will put the picture of all the cards in the tribe for you to view. And yeah, watch the replay on YouTube. Again, if you need anything, everything is linked. Have a wonderful week. I will see you back here Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to look at next week, and we're going to talk about the 7/7 portal, do all those fun things, okay? All right. Love y'all. Bye.